Hello and welcome back to Lord Fenton Gaming Plays Neverwinter Night Enhanced Edition. I'm your host Lord Fenton, and today's Neverwinter Night Enhanced Edition episode, we're actually going to finish Chapter 1. That is correct. We're going to be fighting the Desther Boss Fight, clear out Helm's hold, do a nice side quest around here, and get going on the cutscene to start Chapter 2. As always, like, comment, and subscribe to my channel for more Neverwinter Night content like this. Also more Dungeons & Dragons content too. And do not forget to hit that notification bell so be updated on all my content. So first thing we're going to do is use the Etched Gem. It's going to be inside this hold right here. You see the big old hand right here? Well, we're going to put it in the Give Me hand. Now once you do this, what will happen is you'll actually have help. Yep, see the Guardians will now notice that you are friendly. If you didn't do this and you spoke with the Guardians, they will attack you. We're not going to do that in this video. So now we're going to get a side quest going on the way to finish this chapter. This one's real easy and actually quick to do. Now here is the deal on this quest right here. There are two paths. The evil path is just find a Black Grimoire that's somewhere around this area here. Use it, free the demon, get some evil points, and you get some information or rewards. You get to choose one though. You have to make a choice on that. And the other one is get the other book. We're going to do both books since I'm going to do the good path. See, there's the Black Grimoire right here. Now if you get the Black Grimoire, banish the demon, then get this other book, you'll summon the Guardian Helm, which is really good. What I'm doing right now is actually clearing this entire area out, so this way I have no more trouble, plus I'm farming for experience points. Still, once you get the two books, then you summon the Guardian, same thing as the evil person, but you get good points, and then you get a choice to make, which is easy and fun.
Take you now! Victory will be ours!
Now here's the deal with paladins and clerics. Now paladins, if you have smite evil, you get to smite evil since they're undead, most likely evil, unless they're special cases. Now if you're a cleric, you have turn undead. Two things can happen depending on your cleric's levels. Undead will run away from you, or you can actually destroy them. So that's really good for those two classes here. That's it for each of the classes in the Dungeons & Dragons world has a specific role, and sometimes some nice bonuses and skills to use, like turn undead. Here is the thing about this keep right here. What spawns here are random undead. Sometimes you will get mummies. If you get mummies, that's good and bad. Obviously, diseases and fear aurora. And then the experience points is well worth it. If you don't get a mummy, well, you don't get all that, but lesser experience points. It's a change off that's random. That's what's real nice about Neverwinter Nights, especially Enhanced Edition, which I do love. So yeah, that's a great thing about this game is this. This is one of those side entrances. We're not going to go through it. Instead, we're going to do is get the other book, also clear this keep out. Now those guardians, here's the great news about them. They'll be everywhere inside this keep. Yep, this level actually, but still, they will actually do the job for you. So in other words, you might lose some experience points, but guess what? If you're playing a higher difficulty, you definitely want to get that, which is really good. So let's bust open this door.
To die!
Would you look at that? Dead false Helmites. This is really good right here. yeah, you want to definitely clear all these rooms out as much as possible, like I said before, for experience. Now, as soon as we open this door, we'll fight Undead. However, we will have assistance. This is what you want if you're playing higher difficulties in this game.
To the fight!
Victory will be ours!
Would you look at that? So many enemies dead. We have 2 more rooms left to do. Then we'll grab the book.
Let us take you now!
No quarter!
Victory will be ours!
Well, Helm's hold has been clear on this floor, and I have sprung a trap. And I got the book. This is the book what you want for the good path. Yeah, you need 2 books. 1 book to banish the demon, the other book to summon a good god. Well, more like a neutral deity. Well, Helm is a neutral deity, so that's a tip for me on Dungeon Dragon lore. Besides, Helm is awesome. And if I was in Dungeon Dragon world, yeah, Helm would be my god. Just trust me. Plus, I'll be neutral good, so that'll be fine there too, I suppose. Now, next part is we're actually going to do is banish the evil Outworlder, or Outlander, I think it's Outworlder. Then summon the Guardian Helm, and then get our reward choices. Here's a lesson for the day, kids. If you're a good guy, don't depend on evil. Just trust me. Also, I popped a lore potion, didn't fight a ring. That's a nice elemental resistant rings if I didn't have those hinge person rings from this chapter here. Still, it's pretty good. Yeah, see, elemental resistance. That's pretty nice if you want to go for resistance. So this floor is done. You can rest anytime. Now, next floor up, you get to rest anytime. However, there'll be someone there. Now, here's the deal on how the final boss room works. Desther's boss room area works like this. You cannot teleport back. Yeah, you cannot teleport back to Castle Never. Number 1. Number 2, if your hinge person dies, they're dead until I believe chapter 2. And final time, very important. You get the game over screen and you cannot resurrect yourself. You have to reload and save. That's why I always say save often, save early, save, save, save. Make separate saves. I'm not sure about the console version when it comes out, but the PC version, there's plenty of saves. I'm going to rest right now, just be cautious. You may never know. If you're new to this game, yeah, rest at every opportunity because you may never know what's up the next floor. It might be a group of troglodytes or a whole bunch of undeads. Still, rest when you can. So we're going to go upstairs right now and check everything out. You!
Here I am, the fool. My stay here with the dead has taught me more in a few hours than I deserve. He's a traitor, Desther. I helped him and then followed, hoping his deception was a mistake. I thought he He will return, won't he?
Well, Fenthick, guess what? You lie your bed with Desther, and it's going to hurt you. Hopefully the courts are more lenient since you are surrendering technically. So as I said before, once you go upstairs, you're locked out of your stone. Your hench person can die. Most likely you won't get him back until chapter 2. And you can get that game over screen and you're forced to reload. There you go, I saved. Make a separate save. Yes, make a separate save. So we're going to go up here and start our run and clearing out the undead. I advise against the trap chests in the second room, but for now let's clear all the undead, and I'll speak more on this. Now that room is clear. We're going to clear this room out. However, there's a trap chest. Avoid it. Damage is too ridiculous. So let's clear this area out ASAP.
No quarter!
Now the Desther Boss Fight goes like this. He'll be surrounded by Helmites that will challenge him. Destroy the challengers, he'll be free to attack. However, Undeads will be in the room. I advise taking out every single ads because, yeah, it will be so much to handle and he'll overpower you. He looks high level, a whole bunch of hit points. Now, here's the great news. You only need to get him down before injured because once that happens, he'll surrender instantly. He'll talk to you. Yeah, it's a failsafe from BioWare's old days. So this way you don't kill the quest NPC in battle. Instead, you just get a certain threshold of hit points, and then he'll surrender to you, and you have some conversations, or better yet, you can loot the area. Yeah, we're going to be doing that in this video exactly. So I'm going to go storm in this room right now, and I'll return afterwards.
To the fight! You have come! Fight them, and we shall see who rules destiny this day. I am ready for you! Time to die! I will not bow to you!
See, I told you he surrendered. Now loot these apparatus up because there's special holy water in this one for Recipe of the Forge. I'll post a guide on that when I get to chapter 3. This one's Dragon Blood, same thing, Recipe of the Forge. I'll post that when there's chapter 3 once again, so you get +3 weapons. So as I said before, you want to loot everything up. You get some nice potions out of it, which is really good. See, we're getting some loot already, so this is like great news. See, we got some potions. Now, Desther, if you talk to him, you'll actually will finish the chapter and go on to the chapter 2 cutscene. We're not going to do that yet. We're going to loot everything up. Great news is there's no undeads, so that's great right there. If I remember right, the chests are not trapped. See, we got a +1 weapon we could sell off, which is good. Now, as I've said before, they're randomized +1 weapons depending on what feat you got. For instance, if you have a weapon focus longsword, and then it'll be a longsword +1 inside that chest. So remember that. If you don't, then it'll be tailored to your class, the item. So that's good right there. We're going to check all these books for scrolls, because you may never know. Yep, see, there's more books. Sometimes there are scrolls here. I'm not going after these other chests because I don't have lockpicking, number 1, and number 2, yeah, my weapon can't bash them. So now I'm going to look everywhere. I'm going to make an impromptu save. So all is left to do now is just talk to Desther right here, and we should actually seriously finish the chapter up. So far, this is like pretty simple if you know what you're doing. So one more reminder, when you fight this boss, take out all the ads, take out the boss until his points are down, do barely injured, close to injured, then speak with them, and you should be finished in chapter. But loot everything before you speak with them. That's important. So let's finish this chapter up once and for all.
I am undone. Take your bow, friend. You have your traitor. But now I will.
Desther's punishment was brutal, but his death brought little satisfaction. The horrors of the Wailing Death could not be undone with his execution. Those that had suffered now turned on each other. They looked for someone to blame, and found it in Desther's closest friend, Fenthick. The letter of the law found him negligent, and he was hanged as a sacrifice to appease the bloodthirsty mob. If any thought the sentence unjust, they remained silent. Duty required all to act as one. It was not the time for divided loyalties. The cult behind Desther's treachery still had to be found. The hunt led to the coastal town of Port Last. From here, the heroes of Neverwinter would continue the search for those behind the Wailing Death, and vengeance would be taken.
So here's a review of what went down in today's video. We have cleared Helm's Hold of Undead and False Helmites. We have cleansed the demon of it and put the Guardian Helm there. We found Fenthick and Desther. Desther got burnt to a stake. Fenthick got hanged. And in our next video, we're going after the cultists in Port Lask. We're going to start there and then move around the areas of Port Lask and start chapter 2, which is very good finally. This is Lord Fenton signing off. Please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching. Have a wonderful day or night.